Yo, I just added smart home features to my pole barn for under $20 in parts. No coding, no big tech stealing your data, and no subscriptions. Let me show you what I did. All right, this green box right here is what I'm calling the shop brain. It's a thermostat and a garage door controller slash sensor. Let's take this front plate off and show you what's going on inside. All this functionality is accessible through the Home Assistant app, also free and open source. You see we have the door here currently closed. If I hit up, it'll turn on that relay, opens the door, and then I can stop it. It still says open. Now if I click it again, it's gonna close. That switch is gonna make contact, and door closed. Finally, we also have the thermostat here. This is pretty nice. It has presets that you can set. I've got to set it to away right now, but if I want it working into shop, we'll click that. Goes to 75. Furnace clicks on immediately, and you can see right here that that relay is active. So these wires are currently touching together. Starting with the ESP32, this is the actual brains of the operation. It connects to Wi-Fi, receives commands, and sends out reporting data. Then here we have our temperature and humidity sensor and two 5-volt relays. These are just electromagnets that connect two wires together when an input signal is provided. So you got this little data pin here. When that's on, it'll turn this on, turn on the electromagnet, connect these two wires together. Okay, now you see we have these two pairs of wires. One of these pairs of wires is going to the furnace control wires. When they're touched together or they make a connection, that furnace over there gets turned on. And then these wires go up and around, and they're spliced into the original garage door opener. All these wires are doing is getting touched together. It's actually the same thing if I were to push this button here. So this button still works, and then the relay also has control over it. So if either one of them closes the connection, the garage door opener will start to open or close. Last but not least, we follow this pair up and along, and we got the door sensor with this super jank extension on it. Most doors, you're not going to need this extension. You'll be able to put it on the side here, but because this cable is here, every time I put it on the side, it would just get guillotined off at the top. Anyways, this is a reed switch and a magnet. Reed switches, when a magnet's close, the circuit's closed. When a magnet's not close, the circuit's open. So when the door moves up, we know the door's open because this circuit right here is not closed. When it comes back down, it closes. We know the door's closed. Back to our little control box here. This was designed in FreeCAD and 3D printed. This step's also completely unnecessary. You could get the same thing by just having a plastic tote you cut some holes in, or just tape everything to the wall. Low voltage is chill like that. All right, for the firmware, I'm using ESP Home. It's a simple to use tool. All you do is you give it a configuration file, tell it what components and boards you have, how they should interact with each other, bang, you're done. Most importantly, this all stays on your network. No private